Welcome to it, guys. It's time for your favorite part of the day. Well, at least probably my favorite part of the day. Anyway, it's time to pour another pint of knowledge here on The Rounds, which of course is brought to you by Brewed There, Drank That, and All That Ales. And as we live out our commitment to bring you the freshest and tastiest in all the brews, we got something different and unique lined up today. Try and do it that way all the time. We are swinging out to Denver for check out this label. Is that not sweet? I mean, I would drive this car in a frickin' heartbeat. So this is from their small batch limited edition release series. This is Breckenridge Brewery and their 72 Imperial. It is an Imperial Chocolate Creme Stout. It comes in at 7.2% alcohol by volume. Comes in at only 11 IBUs. So for those of you who fear the bitter, who see my videos and go, there's more IPAs? Could this guy not have drank every IPA out there already? This one's just for you guys, okay? In fact, special shout out to my former coworker Fred, who just recently, in no small part thanks to me, discovered the wonderful world of craft beer and was absolutely blown away when I believe the first beer that really took him back was Founder's Breakfast Stout, which as we know is a double chocolate oatmeal coffee stout. So, in that spirit, Fred, this one is for you, sir. So as I said, only 11 IBUs. The only hops in here are Fuggles hops. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Fuggles hops are soft, mild, lightly earthy hops. They're typically going to be very popular in English pale ales. On occasion, they do make an appearance in stouts. So what else can I tell you about this beer? It features 4 different malts. It features pale, Munich, caramel, and piss. This is going to annoy me. Might be Vienna. Don't quote me on that 4th one. Victory is the 4th one. That's right. So pale, Munich, caramel, Victory are our 4 malts. Again, only one style of hops, the Fuggles hops. It comes in at 11 IBUs and features dark chocolate from the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. So a great way for 2 companies to team up, support local, push small American business, and you know how much we love that here. So let's get right into it. Nearly non-existent. This one has been lightly aged. I believe that this batch came out, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. So right at the tail end of winter. And lightly aged, you know. And here it is. So again, almost no head whatsoever. I mean, if I can tilt that to show you guys, I've barely got a wisping across the head. And I mean, that covers if 50% of the head. Pitch black, absolutely pitch black. Not even, I mean, I'm getting a little reflection off the very bottom of my glass here that shows a deep garnet, but no color highlights around the edges. No visible signs of effervescence because this puppy is so dark. It's got an earthy nose. Roast coffee. I do pick up a little bit of almost like powdered chocolate in the nose. Not necessarily dark chocolate, milk chocolate, any of those things, but really kind of an inviting nose. Very subtle, subdued. I might have been better off going with a tulip glass, something with an agitator in the bottom. I am starting to be able to see some effervescence only by shining it or having the light shine down onto it in the right direction. It appears sparse, kind of random bubbles of effervescence. So take that into note. Picking up a little bit of the Munich malt. But those coffee notes in this are really nice. It actually almost smells like a coffee-infused stout, but again, it's not. This is supposed to be an Imperial Chocolate Creme Stout. And I got to tell you guys, I'm psyched to be trying this for you. But you know, typically I like my stouts to be roast, typically on a little bit of the bitter side. So doing one of these sweet, creamy, chocolatey stouts, this really is for my viewers who favor these beers. I'm going to do what I can to give you the best opinion possible. That is really, really interesting. If in the event it wasn't evident, at 11 IBUs, this is a malt-driven ale. So if you're not here for the malts, you are at the wrong party, and you should probably head out. But really, really interesting flavor profile. I can't say it lingers a little sweet and a little chocolatey, but I was really kind of expecting a more pronounced chocolatey sweetness, and this is actually much more playing to the kind of stout that I would enjoy. Really nice collaboration of malts. I feel like the caramel and the Munich really drive through the middle of the flavor profile, and then as that lingering flavor profile, you get just the lightest hint of that cream that they mention in the title, and you do get just a little bit of chocolate, just enough to really make it easy drinking and approachable, as opposed to say almost any variation of Russian Imperial Stout, which is going to push for that bigger, heartier, sometimes they have nuances of soy, almost to the point of being acrid. But this is really, really well done. This is not bad at all. And again, that caramel and that Munich malt really drive the middle of the flavor profile. There's almost kind of a warming, I don't want to call it a spice note, but it's almost on that. It kind of tingles the back of the tongue just a little bit. Really nice. Really, really nice. This is probably one of the most enjoyable stouts I've had in recent memory. Again, small batch, so limited edition release, not necessarily something you're going to find year-round. It comes in 4 packs, and the price point is not horribly off. I found competitively priced in my area, this should be right in the neighborhood of $10. High-end is going to run you $12. Anything over that, I would call the retailer on their BS. Really enjoyable. It actually it plays so mellow and so nice. It's really kind of like a nice cup of coffee in the afternoon, which, you know, some folks think is the weirdest thing ever. I personally, huge fan of it. But that's going to do it for us, guys. If you didn't know that Colorado was like beer mecca for the American craft beer revolution, well, it is. The state has more breweries per capita than any other state in America, and I think they've got in the neighborhood of like literally like over 1,000 between breweries, brew pubs, microbreweries, just over 1,000, which is insane. That each year is where the Great American Beer Festival is hosted, which I hopefully, God willing, will be attending this year. Past that, get out there, support American, support independent, show some love to Denver and Breckenridge. If you can't find this, my next recommendation that is similar to this genre is going to be their Vanilla Porter. Their Vanilla Porter clearly has the heaviest rep, at least in the Southeast, for that entire brewery. I personally really love their 471 small batch I.P.A. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. So get out there, support American, drink American, drink independent, and drink to your health. And we will see you next time here on The Rounds. My name's Glenn. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you over next pint. Have a good one.